What is up, guys? Now today I'm going to be bringing you guys an NU match today. This is the match that I had against LikeAChicken. I found them on the Smoke on Wi-Fi Battle Finder. Now the team I'm using today is the same team that I used in my battle against Mienchains. I think it was battle number 10 to be specific, but the only difference with this variant is I slapped Ludicolo on and took Camerupt off. Now this is funny because as soon as I took Camerupt off, I ran into a big Monferno weakness. Now, the team I'm using is very poorly thrown together. As you can see, I have two grass types, both weak to flying, and I have three Pokemon that are weak to fighting. Those Pokemon being Probopass, Zangoose, and Scraggy. Now, I know what you're thinking, Braviary would completely wreck my team, and you're right, but fortunately for me, my opponent did not bring a Braviary, so that's awesome. So speaking of my opponent's team, he's got a Monferno, a Leavanny, a Tentacool, a Seeking, a Persian, and a Golbat. So he's brought a more PU-ish team, while my team's more NU-ish. I don't know which one of my Pokemon are PU. I think maybe Probopass and Scraggy are PU. I'm not even sure if Probopass is PU because Probopass is a really good Pokemon. And yeah, so big threats on his team. Monferno completely wrecks my team because if I don't take it out with either Scarf Haunter or Ludicolo, that thing is going to have a field day, especially if it has close combat. So don't know what to say about his other pokes. I've never seen a Leavanny ever, I do believe, in a Wi-Fi battle, so I don't know what it does. I assume it's just a standard Swords Dancing set, but I'm not quite sure. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get right into it, alright? So looking at his team, I was pretty much certain that I was going to leave with Probopass, but then I thought that seems like a really obvious lead. So what I'm going to do is lead off with Ludicolo, predicting him to predict me to lead off with Probopass. So that works out for me. He does lead off with Monferno. Just going to go ahead and go for the safe Surf right off the bat. No need to overpredict. I do have Surf over Hydro Pump on Ludicolo. I know it's a little bit weaker, but it still hurts. As you can see, I did like 50 or around 40% to that Leavanny. And that wasn't even Hydro Pump. I just don't like missing with Hydro Pump. That's the only reason. So seeing Leavanny in here, I know that the only thing he has to hit me with hard is a Leaf Blade, but since I am a Probopass and I do have a lot of defense, I figured Probopass was the safest switch, so I go and switch into that. He makes a really good play here as he predicts me to go for Stealth Rocks, as I do. I had no reason really not to go for Stealth Rocks. Now, I am really threatened by this Monferno, and I'm thinking, what the hell am I going to switch into this? If it has Fire Blast, and Tango is pretty much boned. But he does predict my switch, goes for the Stealth Rocks, knowing I'm not going to stay in. But seeing as he switched Monferno in pretty confidently on my Probopass, I think that he doesn't have Focus Sash, so that's going to be pretty good knowledge to keep in the back of my head. So he's going to set up a layer of Stealth Rocks. I do predict his switch and go for Knockoff. I was thinking maybe if he does stay in, I could live a hit and go for the knockoff and knock off his whatever the hell he's using. I'm pretty sure it's a Life Orb, but I'm going to knock off the Tentacruel's Black Sludge, which is interesting, and he sets up a layer of Toxic Spikes as I miss Sleep Powder, and then I'm going to switch into Haunter as he knocks off my Choice Scarf. Now, knocking off that Choice Scarf is very good for me because now that means that I'm going to be able to switch up moves. Now, I go for the Thunderbolt. As Leavanny switches in, I guess he predicted that or something like that, I don't know, because that was a pretty good prediction. But here, I was almost tempted to go for the Shadow Ball. But then I thought, Thunderbolt's the safest switch. If he brings in Persian, that's going to be really bad. But he turns out to go for me first, as I did click Thunderbolt, which is awesome, because if I went for Shadow Ball, he would have went for me first, took me out with Shadow Ball, and that would have been a really good play on his part, but I didn't go for Shadow Ball, which is I'm really glad I did that. But seeing Persian in now, I thought he'd go for Bite, but he's the special set. Water Pulse still does a lot of damage considering the fact that I am specially defensive. So he sets up a nasty plot. I'm just gonna go for the Thunder Wave because I want to be able to bring in anything I want on the next turn after Probopass bites the dust. I was thinking that I could just bring in my anything really to take out this Persian, but Turns out I'm faster than a Persian, even though I thought he would still be faster even though he's paralyzed, but whatever. So I get a little bit of damage in with Earth Power, and he's just going to take me out with another Water Pulse, so no big deal. This means now I can bring in my Ludicolo and go for whatever move I want. I do believe I go for Surf. It wasn't really necessary. I should have went for Giga Drain, but yeah, I have no idea why. I guess I just click Surf. I'm just like, I'm gonna kill it, so might as well just go for Surf. But I should have went for Giga Drain just to get a little bit more health back, because he's gonna bring in his Monferno now, take some rocks damage. I'm gonna go for the Fake Out. It does a decent amount, but since I am poisoned from Tentacool's Toxic Spikes, he's gonna be able to take me out with a Fake Out Mach Punch combo. So yeah, this Monferno is a pretty big threat right now, but I know I can bring in my Haunter and basically go for any move I want. It doesn't really matter at this point because Haunter is going to put in a lot of work here. I do believe I just go for the safe Sludge Bomb. I wasn't sure if T-Bolt could take it out, but then again, it's a Monferno. It has like no defenses whatsoever, so I should have just went for Thunderbolt. Not like it matters anyway because Sludge Bomb's going to do a decent amount, and then Thunderbolt's going to be able to take it out just because he didn't have Eviolite. He had Black Sludge. I don't know why he had Black Sludge, but it didn't matter because I knocked it. Even if he did have Eviolite, I would have knocked it off with Tangela anyway. But in comes Golbat here. I want to save my Haunter to take out this Golbat later, because I'm not sure if Thunderbolt can take it out from that range because Golbats are pretty bulky with Eviolite. So just going to switch into Slashman. I do take a Brave Bird. It does hurt, but it doesn't... He doesn't have enough power to take me out, so I'm just going to go for a Facade. He's going to have to fodder some Pokemon at this point. So he's going to bring in his Monferno here, and it's going to die to a Facade easily. And I'm going to be left with 22 HP. In comes Seeking now. I know I can take it out with a Facade. I know I'm faster for a fact, unless he's Scarfed, which is pretty uncommon. Seeking's pretty uncommon to begin with, but Scarf, I mean, that's makes it even more uncommon. Would have caught me off guard, but that's about it. So gonna bring in Grim as he brings in Golbat his last. Now I think this is his last. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, see, he could have just let Golbat die to a Facade, and then because there's no point of really switching out and saving Golbat because he had to take rocks damage, which meant that Thunderbolt was going to be an easy kill from that range. So that's going to be a good game, LikeAChicken, and that is going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed said video, go ahead and leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe. If you guys noticed during that video, I forgot to mention it, I did add the battle sounds, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. And yeah, gonna get back into Wi-Fi battling. I hope you guys enjoyed this Wi-Fi battle. It's been a while since I uploaded one. I think it's been about a month, I do believe, which is... that's crazy, but yeah, so that's going to do it out of me. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like, rating, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later, alright? Bye.